this story seems not to be going anywhere with regard to the late President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. I'll keep you posted. But in the meantime, remembering the first and second presidents, yesterday, 17th June, marked the fourth anniversary of the passing of Zambia's founding president, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda. And then what is on today, 18th June 2025, marks 14 years since the passing of Zambia's second Republican president, Dr. Frederick Titus Mpundu Chiluba. So those two memorials were back to back. Fred Membe also shares a picture of him with KK. So on June 17th, 2021, a man died throughout his life, was an example of courage, coherence, and dedication, referring to KK. So those are the two memorials. So as things stand, the same memorial park where the 60th late President Edgar Chagwa Lungu is supposed to be put to rest. That's where this memorial was taking place. So images like, meanwhile, our 14th memorial of Zambia's second president, Frederick Chiluba, is underway at Embassy Park in Lusaka. What is the rest of the nation was expecting the body of the 60th president to come from South Africa based off the agreement that was agreed upon between government and the Lungu family. And then what is yesterday, some news started circulating. Now some put up say yesterday KK's fourth memorial, and today Frederick Titus Chiluba Jacob. Good news is former First Lady Vera Chiluba got discharged from hospital in South Africa and back home. Today Zambia receives Edgar Chagwa Lungu's body from South Africa. So that was Mao Sampa just reflecting to say these dates are back to back with funerals and of our late presidents. But then should have been late last evening, an update came from Given Lubinda with the Tonse Alliance, pretty much updating the nation and calling on all Patriotic Front supporters and Tonse Alliance parties to line up the lines from the airport until Chifwema residence where Edgar Chagwa Lungu was supposed to lie instead. And then he also advised to say they should be worn into party regalia or whatever that reminds them of Edgar Chagwa Lungu is what they should wear. And then the rest of the Tonse leadership was expected to be at the airport. And I also put up an outline to say tomorrow morning when the body first lies at Mulungu Conference Center where it will be open for the public to go and view, he advised to say only people that supported the Patriotic Front and supported Edgar Chagwa Lungu should sing, meaning no other choir, pretty much saying only those that are part of the Tonse Alliance and supported the Patriotic Front and Edgar Chagwa Lungu are supposed to sing at that service that was the Tonse Alliance was supposed to hold at Mulungushi. And most people didn't get why that update was coming up. It seems like he had prior information of what was going to happen, which happened today. And then earlier on today, everything was seeming underway. That was the jet in which the late president was supposed to come into the country, or the body of the late president was supposed to come in the country with. So when these images started circulating, the UPND even posted to say it is warming up ready for the voyage. There's real international Lensria International Airport in South Africa. So it seems like everything was underway in the morning. Those images started circulating. And then an update just simply came broken agreements. So people did not understand what has been broken, because as far as we know, even the Ministry of Information and Media posted this, the plane to carry the body of is ready, pretty much the same images at that airport. Even the South African Army was at hand. They even laid the red carpet waiting for that ceremony. They were about to give him the military honor as the former head of state, as he flew into Zambia, where he was going to expect the same ceremony at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport. So everything was seeming going to plan. And then the UPND just updated to say, I mean, Lumezi, remember. So as things stand, the Lumezi by-elections are still ongoing. So according to the schedule that we have, especially what was announced by government, say on the 23rd, Edgar Chagwa Lungu is supposed to put to rest. I think just 3 days later on the 26th, that's when the by-elections in Lumezi are taking place. So that schedule is still going as planned, because according to our constitution, within 3 months, that seat is supposed to be replaced. And it seems like that duration has reached that. So the elections in Lumezi are still taking place. So the UPND was just posting up to say, I mean, remember, there is that coming up. Then a statement came from the family. This time around, Makebi Zulu was found by Edgar Chagalungu's immediate sister. So the lady that you see right next to Makebi Zulu in that picture is the immediate elder sister to the late president, Edgar Chagalungu. And she's the one that opened up this press brief. Simply putting it to say, the statement that Makebi Zulu has been issuing to the family, I mean, to the nation and the rest of the world, those are the statements coming from the family, and she being the immediate elder sister, she's the one that has given permission to Makebi Zulu to speak on the behalf of the family, just to clarify that. And then Minister of Information put up a statement saying, government of the Republic of Zambia wishes to inform the nation that the official program for the arrival of body of late 60th president, the military honors of and state funeral not yet been finalized. The country is requested to ignore the programs that are circulating. The final program will be circulated in due course. So it seems like that's where the bone of contention had arisen. The Lungu family, through that press brief, highlighted the same things to say that reservations, like according to what Makebi reported, they had backtrailed on the initial agreement that was signed some days back. So that's the reason why they had to go live and issue to say the body is not coming in. Obviously, people just responding, say, Shashu Payama. Obviously, responding to secretary to the cabinet there, chief civil servant. So, them on TV just reported to say, Justin, mortal remains of former President Lungu will not return home today, says former First Family representative Makebi Zulu during a live press briefing moments ago. So that was the breaking news that the entire nation received to say the body will not come, and the reasons is that government had backtrailed on what they had agreed on initially, and obviously the UPND they just reported and posted, say, chief civil servant, number one, referring to Mr. Patrick Kangwa, secretary to the cabinet there. There's a person that has been negotiating with the Lungu family on behalf of government in South Africa there. So some of the reasons that were stated according to what was posted in that live stream that the Lungu family did in South Africa with regard to the standoff that had emerged. These are the broken agreements as posted. So funeral arrangements for the 60th President of the Republic of Zambia, Edgar Chagwa thrown into uncertainty after the family announced today that would not proceed with the planned return of the remains of the family residence in Chafwema following government's decision to violate the agreed terms of procedure. The family spokesperson Makebi Zulu revealed that the recent actions by government agencies have undermined the mutual agreement reached between the family and government concerning the funeral and burial proceedings. The family cited several instances of unilateral decisions making by government officials, including on June 16th, announced by the Road Development Agency about the planned road maintenance on the main route leading to Chifwema, which the family viewed as a direct disruption of the funeral plans. And then on June 17th, a statement by the Secretary to the Cabinet restricting public participation at the arrival of the late president's remains made without consulting the family. So that was the second reason. And then an unauthorized program circulating suggesting that the body would be diverted to a church service before being taken to Mulungushi International Conference Center, and a plan not agreed upon by the family. So Mr. Zulu further explained that while the government later claimed some of these statements were issued in error, similar programs continued to resurface without family input. So those are the arguments coming from the Lungu family to say government was making changes to the program without communicating to them. They did not state to say people could not go and receive the body apart from those that are invited, and neither did they receive a list of who's going to be amongst the people to attend the reception of the body at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport. So those are the grounds for that back trail. So pretty much during that press brief, everyone was part of there. You can see the former First Lady Esther Lungu there. and the entire family was there. Makebi was simply speaking on their behalf, because that's been another argument people have been asking to say, is he speaking on his own behalf or pushing a patriotic front agenda? So the fact that the elder sister, the immediate elder sister of the late president, is the one that opened up that press brief simply clarifies to say, actually, it's a statement coming from the family, to which most weighs in and says, family of Edgar Chagwa Lungu is are the only ones with the rights to say, with the right and say over the funeral procedure. Edgar Chagwa Lungu's body returned on burial. No one else, no other person, regardless of office they hold, can overrule them. There is no law in Zambia or elsewhere in Southern Africa, in countries that support acts that override the rule of the family. That's according to Mouse Sampa there. And then Biflo simply says, while everyone else is going to work every day, artists are the only ones not allowed to earn a living because all activities of entertainment nature are suspended. So you're simply putting an argument to say, since everyone else seems to be continuing with their life in as much as there is this standoff between government and the Lungu family, what of the artists that all their money-making ventures have been paused because it's national mourning and most of their activities are centered around entertainment? So you can see Tesila Lungu as part of the family briefing. Pretty much everyone that is in South Africa, it seems like they were ready to get on that plane because as you saw, the plane was already on the tarmac. Everyone seems to have been ready for that flight back to Zambia. They would have been landing around this time now, but they've cancelled to say that trip is not being made, and the country will be informed further notice, and then respect family wishes according to Smart Eagles there. And then police had put up public caution statement yesterday night. This was after Winter's press brief where he was simply asking the general public to go and line up and honor late President Edgar Chagwa Lungu along the Greatest Road and up to the airport until Chifwema residence where they had agreed upon with government. So Zambia Police Service says public caution. Public contact during the national mourning period for the late 6th Republican President, Mr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, 17th June 2025. The Zambia Police Service wish to extend a heartfelt condolence for the former First family and the nation at large on the passing of the 6th Republican President, His Excellency Mr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, who died on June 5th, 2025 in South Africa. As the nation is in the solemn period of mourning, we urge all members of the public and motorists across the country to remain peaceful and respectful of the law abiding. This is the time of reflection and unity as we honor the life and legacy of our late former head of state. The Zambia Police Service will be actively deployed to maintain law and order throughout the mourning period. Members of the public are therefore advised: 1. Public gatherings, processions, and vigils must be conducted peacefully and in accordance with the law. 2. Motorists are urged to observe all traffic regulations and cooperate with officers who will be guiding traffic around the areas of significance during this period. 3. Acts of lawlessness, violence, and disobedience conduct will not be tolerated and will be met with a firm legal action. 4. Respect for public and private property must be upheld at all times. So that's a statement that came from the police service. And then the mouse sample was like, I was almost starting off for the airport. Now Katwishi, deadlock out of South Africa, keyword, respect family wishes. So seems like this was posted right before that announcement to say the body won't come in. And then you can see here, Manuel Mwamba posted, he was like, the South African Defense Forces ceremony guard rolls back red carpet and demobilizes. So he put up a red carpet up to where the jet was supposed to receive the body of the late president. So they were just rolling it up back because it seems like the family had communicated to say his body is not moving out of South Africa to Zambia. So they had to go back their honor that they are about to accord the late president there until the standoff is resolved. So you can see there, that's what was happening in South Africa a couple of minutes ago. While this Chifetayari is pushing his own agenda here, say, relax, guys. Some of us know exactly how our President Lungu lived financially. Even in South Africa, there is no money laying around to be smuggled in the country. Weka. So he says, if anyone says, I've seen how people are talking about Lungu like he has a lot of he has left a lot of money and here and there. But the truth of the matter is Lungu did not have any money. He did not have any money. He was as he was dying. Let's not create false narratives. So he was arguing to say there was no money that was supposed to be smuggled in that jet. I do not know where he got that information from, or he was simply shooting in the dark. But according to him, that's a statement he thought of putting out. And then UPND put up a statement saying national unity held hostage. The politics behind delay of Lungu's body and repatriation. Yeah, so that conversation persists. And then misbehave at your own risk. Zambia police warns the Tonse Alliance. Obviously, this was in response to given Luvinda's statement to say people should go and line up, and no one that did not support Edgar Chakalungu should go and sing at Mulungushi Conference Center. Only those that were aligned with him. The PF was going to provide its own extra security and also provide the choirs to sing at Mulungushi. Obviously, Raphael Nakachinda responded, simply calling for calm, saying no. Once further information comes up, the nation will be updated. And then obviously the UPND was like, these ones just use their stick. I want this area cleared under a minute chabe. The work was working in a hurry. So pretty much warning to say anyone that was intending to do any nonsense during this period was going to be dealt with. And what is the Chimbuya seems to have continued in as much as the nation is going through this. Binwa Mpundu almost poured powder on the Deputy Speaker. So Deputy Speaker Moyo today was concerned about the quickly paid before going to preside over the House. So this is what happened in Parliament as things proceed.
No. Mlenga.
I am the one
We'll send them. No. Fair. Okay, let me Congola from the okay. No. Mayo, send kuno. Send kuno.
Oh, bring that phone. I call my accountant or someone to
and
People wants to see. Oh, not this honorable.
And
wait, Garungo made the mistake to die. I've suffered how many times over this powder, please. Can you hurry up, madam? You know what I want to let her come. Let her come and let my secretary come. Okay. Let's come. You've got one pin there.
No.
Just get from the what there.
Okay, I'll get from there.
My audition part was
go and get from the what?
So one for chapa batuchite bali abali basabisha no kwasambirisha basi.
Hello, you know what you do? These your husbands, member husbands, they want to put the powder on me. Honorable Mlenga and Binwell, you know. So what you do, send the one pin to the secretary chair because I'm the one that is going to be presiding in the house now.
I don't know you are.
You are at home. I'll say to my wife. She will send.
But first, I put kufuma pabo imina.